Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're actually going to be talking about XRP. We're going to be talking about the expectations in regards to percentage gains and those specific price targets. Now, overall, if you guys do want to know my personal exit strategy, I actually have that on my website, NCashOfficial.com. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, you're not obligated to have to purchase any of this content on this website. Pretty much most of the stuff that is on here you can get for free, or you can learn it for free overall. But the best deal on here is the Ultimate Crusader Trading Pack. You pay one fee. This price goes up every single time that a new product gets released on this website, by the way. But for $55.99, you purchase it once, and any future uploads, any future basically products that I release on this website will be included in the specific link that you get when you buy this at this price. So even if the price goes up, you already paid that one-time fee. So it's the best deal overall at the current price. So I'm just letting you guys know about that. You don't have to buy that at all. I'm just telling you guys about it. So when we're talking about XRP, and we're basically talking about the entire crypto market cap and the entire crypto market in itself, right? We're talking about some massive gains being made in the next 2 to 3 months. And when we're talking about XRP, I think XRP is one of those assets that's going to surprise a lot of individuals, right? A lot of people are expecting some major targets to be targeted for XRP. It is sitting at number 7. We haven't even, gotten close to the all-time high just yet. I know that we hit $2, but $2 to $3.80 on some exchanges, depending on where you're looking at, is a pretty long road to get to, right? So when we're talking about XRP, it is the last asset to run in this space, and when it really does run, it runs very fast. So overall, let's actually talk about the XRP chart. We're going to be talking about some of the Bitcoin chart and stuff like that, but overall, again, very similar to other assets, except the fact that it didn't hold the 50-day MA. It actually held the 100-day MA fairly closely, as you guys do see down here, trailing along the line. Now, we did hit some major support down at about 85 cents, which was expected. I told you guys about that previously. Now, when we're talking about pretty much everything in this market, when we're talking about XRP, we're talking about Bitcoin, we talk about everything, but we always address the past cycle. So right now, currently, XRP is not too exciting to me. Yeah, we regrasped the $1 zone, which is very strong for us. It's very good for us as well. We are trading above the $5 major support zone as well, which I personally like to see. That means that there's going to be a lot of support being built here. We'll most likely trade sideways a little bit until we get that nice impulse above $1.12, which would regrasp the 50-day MA. So I'm watching that very, very closely here. But I am watching the XRP Bitcoin chart as well, because it looks like we pretty much bottomed out, and it looks like we're about to trail on the 200-day MA, as you guys do see by the yellow line. And personally, what we want to see is we actually want to see us get to about 2,759 sats up here on this line here. And then the next target point would be 3715. And then from there, we just pretty much target the all-time high in regards to the Bitcoin pair. So there's a lot of resistance here as well to really kind of get above that 2303. Sat level is going to be very strong to break, but once we break that, it's the next target point of about the 50-day MA up at about 2380 sats. So we still have a long way to go in regards to XRP. I'm not going to try to spew you guys hopium or anything like that, but we do look fairly solid. Now, in regards to where we could target on the USD pair, well, we go back to the past cycles, and I actually have the Bitstamp chart opened up here in another tab. So when we're talking about this, right, I have this green little rectangle over here. That's pretty much going to tell us where we could bottom out at, or top out at, I should say, in regards to the past cycle. It's just a little bit of an analysis, but we pretty much trade the market. We don't trade, just the past cycles or dates specifically. We trade what's happening in the market. Now, in regards to percentage gains, right? We're going to take the past cycle, the 2013-14 cycle, which was a 983% gain. And then we're going to take the 2017-2018 high here, which is roughly around about almost $3.16. I know it's a lot different on certain exchanges, but this is what we're going to go off of just for the video's sake. Now, in regards to 2,145% gained, subtracted by the 983, it's basically a 1,162% difference overall. Now, I'm just going to say right now, okay, first and foremost, this is off of the September low. That's what we're basing this off of. So we're going to go off of the September low here. And we're just going to say, what if we do gain about 1,162 additional percents? Because when we're talking about altcoins, most of the altcoins have a lot more money flowing in them than Bitcoin. When people are talking about Bitcoin getting to 300K and so forth, yeah, that's going off of like the past previous cycles. But the thing is that there's not too much retail demand for Bitcoin anymore. Bitcoin is way too expensive for the normie investor to actually put money into. I understand that, Pompliano will say, hey, you could always buy a fraction of a Bitcoin for $40, $400, but what are you going to turn that actually into, right? For me personally, when we're putting, $40 into XRP at its current price, you could turn that into $400 fairly easily. But, to turn $40 into $400 off of Bitcoin, it's a lot harder. So in regards to, XRP, let's just say, this year is a little bit different in regards to how much money's flowing in. We see a lot of financial investors, or institutions pretty much coming into the space and, buying in. So overall, when we're talking about that percentage gain, say for so we do 3,307% off of the current low in September, which is pretty much this line here. So let's actually see where that would pretty much take us. I do understand that I've done this before, but we never did it in a sense of getting that exact percentage gain. I always, was a little bit conservative with the percentage just so that you guys could pretty much see, a little bit of a conservative basis. And I don't speak you guys like pure hopium, but I'm just going to show you guys where that would pretty much land us in regards to the past cycle percentage gains. And just to give you guys clarification, we don't need to pretty much win against the SEC or anything for this to happen. This is just off of past cycle percentages alone. So if we do repeat that process and we do hit that major target point, we're just going to go off of 3308 because that's about what I could get. Basically, that would be about $28 overall in regards to XRP. And on a zoomed out basis, this is basically what that looks like. Let me remove all these major support lines 1 second. So overall, this is pretty much what we could see or expect if we do follow through with that percentage gain. And there is nothing to this besides just kind of going off of percentage gains and percentage factors alone. Now we could pretty much expect it to pretty much rally around this point here as well and kind of top out somewhere between pretty much the end of January into February as well, kind of going off of that past cycle alone. But overall, when we're talking about this, I mean, that is a massive percentage gain, and this does not take into accountability any news or anything like that from the SEC or in regards to the SEC case, because, obviously that is a massive bullish factor with XRP as well. Like if we won the case and was the first asset to get clarity, this percentage would look a lot different. Maybe we could see, $50 to $100, where a lot of people are saying like that's just pure hopium, but we could technically see that considering the fact with all the mainstream media attention that XRP and XRP holders have been getting just recently overall. As you guys do know, I just did a video with Johnny D, and I was basically doing a video on that where he was basically on Fox Business talking about XRP and the XRP holders within a class action lawsuit. So when we're talking about that, a lot of people know XRP, a lot of people know about Ripple as well. So, the FOMO on that could be massive when a lot of people finally realize that XRP is a massive asset with a ton of utility behind it. So when we're talking about 3,300%, I don't think that that is too unrealistic. I think that this is fairly conservative if we just repeat the same, percentage cycle, which realistically speaking, talking about this, we go back to Bitcoin and we go back to Bitcoin dominance. We know that Bitcoin dominance is going to make a lot lower low this year. We know that there's not too much, retail demand for Bitcoin itself, which is still fairly good for our altcoins because that means a lot more money is actually flowing into altcoins. And we're also talking about some of these major altcoins that are doing incredible gain percentages even this year alone. When we're talking about year-to-date percentages for some of these altcoins, right? First off, ADA up 1,200%. XRP's up 344% on the year-to-date. Look at Solana, up 9,308%. So, a 3,307% run is nothing too crazy in my opinion. We're only up 344%. That's nothing, guys. So, when we're talking about other altcoins, Luna up 6,347%. Dogecoin up 3,839%. I've seen some altcoins up nearly 10,000% on the year to date. I mean, even Matic up 7,000, almost 500%. Check out AXS. 19,301% of an increase in price. So when we're talking about some of these altcoins, you know, when we talk about XRP doing a little bit of a 3,300% run from the bottom of September, that is nothing too crazy. And we're talking about year to date. So let's just go back to January and check out the percentage gain in regards to the January low, right? Because that's what a lot of people are kind of gonna, you know, speculate this off of anyway. So let's zoom in and let's go to the bottom candle going all the way back to January. So here's basically the January low. This is December of 2020. So let's go off of the major year to low. So 1 second, there we go. This is roughly about, let's get the bottom of this candle exact just to get an exact percentage gain. 1 second. So here we go. So overall, when we're talking about this, and that's not even the exact bottom, but that's a 13,443% of a run from the year-to-date bottom. That's not that too crazy of a number when we're talking about, you know, overall some of these assets that are doing massive runs. Like, you think that some of these assets are actually done, but Solana is going to continue up. I actually have expectations for Solana hitting about $240. So that's not too bad at all, especially considering the fact that XRP is a massive asset. Everybody knows about it. It's an OG legacy token as well. So comparing it to most of these other assets, you know, if we just go to the year-to-date percentages and actually see this from the top, you know, look at some of these assets: 19,301, 10,317, 9,308, 8,673. You know, percentage gains are something to not be disregarded at all. And I think that XRP could definitely get to that point as well in regards to a massive run, this bull run, because overall, you know, 13,400 is not that bad of a percent. I know a lot of people think that that is a lot, but when we're talking about some of these assets that have done massive runs, you know, I think even Dogecoin was up 24,000% from its actual low in 2021 or 2020 to 2021. So, you know, percentage gains, a lot of people look at it as something massive, but 13,400 for XRP is not too bad. Plus, we got to talk about the fact that this low was technically actually not even our specific low. We could technically go off of the bottom points. We'll just say, you know, December 14th was our low. That's 10,000, or not even 10,000% exact, because, you know, we already know that that SEC percentage drop was all manipulated. So 9,950% of an increase in price from our actual bottom, that's not bad at all. But I'm still going off of the 13,400%. So when we're talking about XRP, I'm expecting some major target points to get hit. My conservative ranges for XRP are about the $10 to $15 range, with 15 to 25 and even higher being those major targets, pretty much personal targets, actually, realistically. So, but I still think that those targets are very highly likely of getting targeted, especially if we do compare from the past cycles to now. I think that we are repeating those past cycles exactly as just from Bitcoin alone. I've done the Bitcoin charts from 2013, 2014 to 2017, 2018, and to the current time period, and that is exactly how I was able to call the 40% drop perfectly when we initially dropped from these highs up here, because September printed the exact same candle. So we are following that pattern perfectly. And if we do, expect XRP to do a massive run and change a lot of people's lives. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are. It's beautiful. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.